Good evening. Welcome to Grandma's Attic Music Review. So, I'm going to get a little transparent here for a minute. I don't know everything. That's fact. And here's one of the reasons why. If I knew every musician in the world and was capable of getting only the best of the best on my show, I'd do that, right? So I get the best of what I know in probably the tri-state area. Now, apparently there are musicians that tend to, sneak behind. I think that this musician that we have today is so good that he lets other musicians be out front. Because when he turns into musician, he just shines. He's amazing. Okay, so back on World Kindness Day, which is November 13th, we had the Connecticut Hope Collective come to the social. It was great. Eric Raboska is kind of like the root of that group and pulled these people together, and some of the best, they've all been on the show. Well, they all had been on my show except for tonight's guest. And I'm watching this performer and I'm like, who the hell is this? Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I went over and introduced myself and I said, I don't think I know you. And he proceeded to tell me some of the people he played with, all of whom I know, right? Gave me a CD, which went in my CD player, and I didn't take it out for weeks. And I finally convinced him to come and do the show. You're going to absolutely love him. He writes his own music. He plays phenomenally. I'm gonna stop. You need to just sit back, listen, and enjoy. You need to welcome into your heart, into your home, and into your audios, Miss Brian Larney.
Take them back, things you gave to me, and put them on a shelf above your pretty bed. They don't mean all that much to you, they're just tools you use for fools for you. Take them back to another place in time. We're deep in my mind. I don't wonder why. Wear me down, use me for what you will. Grist for the mill, grist for the mill. And you can count on me, I'll be your shill. Grist for the mill, grist for the mill. Take them back, all your promises and your favorite song. I won't sing along. There are lines in them I should have known, I should have drawn before. If you're keeping score, it's 0 for 1, I've lost you again. We can just pretend, let it never end. And if you push me out, beat your shill. Grist for the mill, grist for the mill. And at the end of the day, I worship you still. Grist for the mill, grist for the mill. Grist for the mill, grist for the mill. And you can count on me, I'll be your shill. Grist for the mill, for the mill. Thank you guys so much. My name is Brian Larney, and I come from the excitement capital of the Northeast, otherwise known as Bridgeport, Connecticut. I don't know if you guys have been there or not, or you may have just driven right by on the highway. It's the place I call home. It's a song I just released a few weeks back. It's called Wake Up Dreaming. In a dream, breathing in mountain air, I could have sworn I felt you were there. Daytime slumber and dimmy unanswerly. Now I hold on, hope you come for me when I fall asleep thinking of you. I wake up dreaming. Fall asleep thinking of you. I wake up dreaming. Every day I'm not sure wants to see. Is it physical or a reverie? When night meets day, I'm not sure what to believe. Is this physical or a revelry? When I fall asleep thinking of you, I wake up dreaming. When I fall asleep thinking of you, I wake up dreaming. I wake up dreaming. Fall asleep thinking of you. Wake up dreaming. When I fall asleep thinking of you, I wake up dreaming. I wake up dreaming. Thank you guys so much. That was Wake Up Dreaming. It's from my latest CD called Scrambler, which came out November, I think, sometime
I
around
don't know
then.
when it came out, but it got stuck in my CD player, and that's my song.
It's
That's my
that's your
song.
Well,
How did you not know that? I think I did tell you that.
you did tell me that, yeah. So,
I love that song.
truth be told, I cheated. I said I'm gonna play Dot's song today. So
You did cheat, because I would have recorded it.
did it really get stuck in your CD
No,
player?
no. It got stuck there because I couldn't take it out because I wanted to listen to it again.
Very nice. Well, I'm glad you enjoy it.
I love it.
All right, this next song is a song called God Was a Boy, and it goes like this. Sand sifts through the glass where the neck narrows thin, and I see you in every grain that descends. But how could you know I move slowly, and I have loved you since God was a boy. Snapped into like a spring ever wound bound so tight, and I felt you. Same time I knew I was right. How could you see me hold to a dream? And I have loved you since God was a boy. And I have loved you since God was a boy. Take a number and you wait for the lonely bits to find the end, or someone to help you get through this life. But forever is a long time, a long, 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 lonely time. But how could you tell I hit it so well? And I have loved you since God was a boy. And I have loved you since God was a boy. Thank you guys so much. This next song goes back to an album I put out in 2020. Imagine that, right on January 20th or something in 2020. It was all set to promote it, get out there and play. No such luck. But it contains a couple songs I'm really proud of and I really love, and this is one of them. It's called Swoon and Fall. Cador slams on ice, I slip, keys in hand, fall from my grip. Then I swoon and fall, a downward slide, my eyes train, courage hold, see no trace. Then I swoon and fall. In my church is a world with you, lone men in frocks sound the alarms. Then I swoon and fall. Bridges low, oh, time to cross before high tide. The road gets lost. Then I swoon and fall. In spite of prayers, they call for refrain. You lead on, I'm falling like rain. Then I swoon and fall. Swoon and fall. Then I swoon and fall. Thank you so much. You know, sometimes I'm fairly convinced I've been reincarnated from somebody way back in the 1920s, 1930s, around there, because I have this strange obsession with all things old-timey, and this song reflects that. It's called The Beat Mystique. Why sit home lonely when the night is alive? Unfurl the covers, get out of bed, take a drive. In a few short moments to the land of mortal sin. The club is open, the music draws you in. The joint is jumping, have the time of your life. This rhythmic voodoo will make you lose your mind. Next round of beating till you get up off your feet. This jazz is vibing with the sound that's so sweet. So let the flames begin, the fire dance within you. Hold the key when you feel the beat mystique. Down a libation of your eyes and you'll see this stimulation really sets you free. Witchcraft and curses can keep you off the floor. Your soul forsaken, your body cries for more. So let the flames touch your skin, the fire dance within you. Rule the scene when you feel the beat mystique. The joint is jumping, have the time of your life. This rhythmic voodoo will make you lose your mind. Can't shake the feeling till you get up off your feet. This jazz is vibing with the sound that's so sweet. So let the flames begin, the fire dance within you. Hold the key when you feel the beat mystique. Yeah, when you feel the beat mystique. When you feel the beat mystique. I think I'm going to continue in that vein of the old-timey stuff, and you guys are going to help me out. If you could do some of your best West Side Story finger snaps like this. Dot.
What? I put you on Facebook.
You did? Okay.
Well, yeah.
All right, just keep the snaps going for a couple seconds, all right? I heard a midnight reverie when I turned down on Liberty Street. Falling nighttime close at hand. Then I showed up with a rose in my hand. We were spinning on Sunday evening. You killed me in record time. And talking about soft shoe thievery, boy, did you ever shine. Another song played bittersweet soft as falling rain when you're up on your feet. Of all the revelers in view, you were the only one I saw. Well, what could I do? We were spinning on Sunday evening. You killed me in record time. And talking about soft shoe thievery, boy, did you ever shine. Sunday evening, you killed me in record time. And talking about soft shoe thievery, boy, did you ever shine. Thank you guys so much. How are we doing on time? I got a couple more? Is it? Okay.
I'll let you know.
Give me a heads up, please. All right, so this is a song that goes back to probably 2018 or 2019. I recorded it with a very dear friend of mine named Rob Nelson. Right, and he's been on the show. Yeah. Sadly, we lost him a few years back. And we had a harmony band called Pigeon English, and it was great fun.
Who else was in that band with you? I remember that.
It was just Rob and I. When we played live, we brought other people around.
Somebody talked about that on this show.
Okay, get out. Wow.
You.
Okay, wow. I didn't know anybody knew us. This is a song that we used to do called Write It on the Calendar. Hear the engine whir, the train crossing the trestle, and your heart is stirred by the rhythm of the rails. You can write it on the calendar, I'm coming home someday. Write it on the calendar, I'm coming home. Chug along the way, ways that I adore you. The whistle punctuates the closer that I get. You can write it on the calendar, I'm coming home someday. Write it on the calendar, I'm coming home. The sun follows the moon, another day is past. Don't give up too soon, I swear I'm coming back. Hear the engine whir, train crossing the trestle, and your heart is stirred the closer that I get. You can write it on the calendar, I'm coming home today. Write it on the calendar, I'm coming home. You can write it on the calendar, I'm coming home. Ooh. Thank you guys so much. I think I'm going to do one more. Good?
If that's what you choose, but you can do probably two more.
All right, I'm going to do two more then. This is a song that goes back to 2022. Wasn't that long ago. I recorded with a very good friend of mine named Dean Falcone. I don't know if you know who he is. If you do not know, you need to. He's amazing. So we got together and put together a little single called One Cloud in the Sky. In her old house, memories lost and found. Basement boxes neatly sorted out. Things arranged, family all talked out. Say her name, it's easy to pronounce. It's okay if you say for something you can't have, it's yours to find. But today, up in the sky, the sun is burning bright. The one cloud in the sky. Little boy playing in a grown man's suit. Corduroy traded for grown-up shoes. Things have changed. The child became parent. Anchors away. We'll set sail before it ends. It's okay. Did you say you don't know how you'll make it through today? But in time, the clothes will fit the man you have in mind. But there's one cloud in the sky. It doesn't matter when she's gone. Carried it all for so long, but you won't know how to free yourself. It's okay, go out and play. There's an open door, your friends are still outside. And today, up in the sky, the sun is burning bright. Not one cloud in the sky. In the sky. In the sky.
Our engineer has decided that we need to talk. So bring your guitar and we'll set it down and we'll have some. So the end of January is coming and it's the hygienic big show of the year. 2 weeks. Anybody can put a piece of art in, any form, no judge, no jury, no fees, and sometimes art sells. But listen, Hanging Day is January 31st, and get there early if you want a good place because it gets crowded. And New London, the art capital of the world, that's my opinion, just saying. January 31st is Hanging Day. Get there around 9. You'll get in the door, you'll get your art hung, and then everybody in the world will come see it. All right, see you there. Brian, Brian. Oh my gosh. So you have to write down the name of the guy that you just told me we need,
Okay,
and I'll check him out.
I will.
Is he as good as you?
I think he's better.
No, now. I absolutely already knew you were going to say that. I had a friend of yours say to me, yeah, Brian doesn't know how good he is.
Oh, that's nice. Who was it?
Now, if I wanted to tell you who would talk like that about you, I would have done that, right?
Fair enough.
Especially
Fair
on my show. I tell the world everything.
Everything. Gotcha.
So I can't believe you did Wake Up Dreaming. What a cool song. I played it for my girl, and I understand its sentiment. You know, and so many of your songs are like that. Oh my gosh. What makes you write these amazing love songs?
Oh wow! What makes me at this point? It's a compulsion. I've always been enamored of songwriting, of songs, of everything from like the '60s, '70s, sunshine pop, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It would worm its way in. '80s new wave. We were just talking about that earlier, and it's just been an obsession of mine since I was a kid, and I can't stop. I just love to write, and when I crystallize something that feels complete, there's no better feeling. So.
What brings it to that place in your head where it's complete? Because I know a lot of singer-songwriters, and they're like, sometimes I just have to let it go because it's never going to be finished if I don't just let it go. Do you know when a song is done?
That's a really cool question because the answer is no.
Okay, good.
You kind of, for me, I made a deal with myself a while back where I was like, it's better to get stuff out, you know, than, so what's that, perfection is the enemy of good or something?
Right,
that
perfection is the enemy of invention.
Okay.
Isn't it?
I don't know. There's a concept where like if you work too hard at something, you know, it stops it, right?
Right, right.
And
So
that's
there
what
you
we're
go.
talking about, yeah.
Right.
So I decided years ago that I'm going to do it. And in the back of my mind, I've always been like, well, I see other people that I admire doing stuff, and why not me, right? So why can't I do that? And when I see that, and the reason why I can't do that or wouldn't be able to do that is because they're doing it. You know what I mean? They're actually getting it done. So that's what's important to me.
Yeah,
so
I get that.
Yeah, when it comes to songs, you have to know. I think you said somebody had indicated that you kind of have to let it go, even though you're not 100%.
Right.
Solid.
I had a singer-songwriter that, I'm not sure if you know, from the old Saybrook-ish area, that sat on an album that he had sent me, and I said, it's great, it's finished.
Get it out, yeah.
He didn't.
He didn't.
For years, he did not release it. It's not done, it's not done, it's not done. And I finally got him on my show. It wasn't that long ago. And he played at Shayna B's, and I convinced him that day to come on the show. And I said, what's up with that album? He's like, I scrapped it.
Whoa, okay.
And I was like, I was upset because
Right,
it was
yeah.
such a good album.
It's criminal to do that.
Your music is different though. It has a different flair. It has a different energy, and I think that's because you have a different flair, a different energy, a different way of being. What is it that brings you? Why do you think you're so just enough different?
Oh my gosh, you're asking these really tough questions.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
Just saying. That's what I don't write songs.
Right. Gotcha. It's the thing that plagues me, to be honest with you. The idea of being different, because we all want to be accepted, right?
Right.
And I still go back to, you know, being the kid on the playground, you know, all that kind of stuff.
Did you get picked on?
On occasion, you know.
Yeah.
And then
I got brutalized. Yeah.
I learned years later, I felt like I was, you know, but then I learned years later that there was a hierarchy, and I was in it, and I didn't realize it, you know.
Really?
Well, I looked at the world from my eyes, you know, as a little kid, and I thought, well, so-and-so picked on me, not realizing that I'm sort of doing the same to somebody else. And you know, believe me, I never bullied or did anything, you know, mean-spirited
No, I can't
or
see
whatever.
you doing that.
But I was in the mix, and I still am. We're in a population, you know, and you
We
kind
are.
and you kind of don't always know that you're doing some of the things that you don't like being done to you.
I think that for those of us that have stepped away from the norm,
Right.
so to speak, and are doing what we need to do have that little bit of a hierarchy. And I hate to say that. That's not where my brain goes.
Of course. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean. Yeah.
I am not one of them.
Right.
I'm just me, and I just want to fit in.
Yep. And so back to what your original question was, right? So there's this notion of fitting in, right? When you apply that to music and being, you know, a little outside of things,
Right.
it bugs me that I'm a little outside of things, but it's who I am. So I can't combat that. You know what I mean? So
Oh my gosh, don't stop doing what you're doing with music, Brian. It's amazing and incredible. And like I said, just a tweak enough different to make people want to hear more.
Well, thank you. That's where you want to be, you know, and despite the fact that, you know, you want to be on the team, you know,
Right?
do what everybody
Now,
else is doing. So.
do you come from a really musical family?
No.
One of the boring questions, do you come from a musical
Not
family?
really. My dad was big into like Dixieland and to swing and bebop, and he liked orchestral music, and he was an audiophile. But he didn't play. Neither did my mother, my brother, my sister. Nobody plays music or was interested in songwriting the way I am. But I can distinctly remember sort of when the fire was lit, you know.
And when was that? How old do you
I think
you
I
were?
was probably around 3 or 4. And, you know, my parents had a rumpus room in the basement,
Yep.
you know, and he had his hi-fi set up, hi-fi with the glowing
Well,
tubes.
yeah.
And it was very cool. And he used to blare the 1812 Overture for us, really, really loud. And we'd march around the basement, and
Right.
And when the cannons would go off, we'd squeal, you know, and like, you know, it was, and I remember that very, very clearly. And I remember thinking or feeling whatever that thing is, I kind of want to be part of. And then it got worse, you know, when we got a little older, you know, we'd take Sunday drives, and I would just pick at my father. What is this song on the radio? What is that sound I'm hearing? What is that instrument? Who is that singing? Who wrote the thing? You
Right.
know, and I started to become aware that it wasn't just a performance. It was stuff behind it, you know.
Right.
And
Did you go to school for it?
no, I didn't. In high school, I had a really great music theory teacher, and she taught college level theory, and she was absolutely incredibly wonderful. But she treated you like you were like she was your agent or something. So she gave you a hard time if you weren't in, you know.
Right.
And I was in. I was like a sponge. Tell me more. Tell me more.
Right.
Why does this thing move me the way it does? Why does this pattern or this chord change or what have you? You know.
Right.
What are the details of the things that I love? And I wanted to know that. And she was providing me with that information. And she drew it to the popular music at the time. So there was like it didn't feel like it was some stuffy old person telling you, you know, what you listen to is garbage or that kind of thing. You know, you get that kind of energy.
Right.
You know, like, oh, you know, some classical people like, oh, rock stinks, or, you know. It's
If
not
only
real
they knew
music.
the classical writers were such radicals of their time, right?
Of course they were. Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah, they were, yeah, I mean, to me, music is music, and it's all of a kind, and
Yep.
and there's science to back that up. So
Absolutely,
that's
absolutely.
music theory. So
And people have asked me how I know if music is good.
right.
And I'm like, there's 3 basic things. It has to have good pitch, good tonality, and good order.
Order. Okay.
It has to have an order to it.
You mean the
Now,
order
the
of the
one
song,
thing
or-
that goes against that even has an order, and that's jazz.
Okay.
Jazz, in its purest, is very unorganized, right? People sit down on a stage and have no clue what they're doing. But they know exactly what they're doing,
Gonna say,
and it's
yeah.
extremely organized, but it doesn't sound that way.
Gotcha.
But when you think about pitch, tonality is really important. If you've got an instrument that's not a good tone, it really messes people up. But if you have those three things, somebody somewhere is going to like that music.
Right.
Doesn't mean I do.
Right, of course. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Everybody has a
But
different taste.
I
so-
don't judge music
Right.
by my likes, because if I did, there would be people not on this show.
Right.
And
fair enough.
I want to give everybody that has that good to them
Right.
the opportunity to be here. So, yeah, I not only know you have those things, you also have Dot saying, "You're great."
Thank you.
Which is really not a big deal, but to me it's a big deal
me it's a big
because I
deal,
play
too. I
your music
appreciate it.
in my house.
Okay.
And I tell people, my friends, this is someone to listen to.
Gotcha.
You know, and on the radio and whatever and ever, because that's what it's all about. Now, I also happen to know that you have a little bit of multi-instrumentalist in you. So how many actual instruments do you know how to play?
The basics, the like the electric bass, the piano, the guitar, the electric guitar, the acoustic guitar. I play a little bit of trumpet, but not well enough to take it out, in my mind. Actually, in everybody's mind.
Okay.
Real funny story about that. I had played it in high school. And
You played the trumpet in
I
high
played trumpet
school?
in high school.
We
And-
brass people. I
and
was a trombone player.
Oh, get out! Okay, so
I was.
we kind of stuck together.
Yeah,
although
yeah.
Different flavors. you
Right.
know. Yeah, all those like wood ones we hated.
I remember that.
It was always right back to the hierarchies and the teams.
Yep.
It was
Absolutely.
life is high school. So, but anyway, so I remember playing, and I thought I would like to bring it back into what I'm doing now. I thought it'd be great. It'd be fun. So I went online and I found a nice pocket trumpet. I don't know if you've ever seen those.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're really cool. And I got the thing home, and I was like, this is going to be great. The fingering came right back. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, this is going to be easy. I'm telling you, Dot, I couldn't play a note. Nothing. I had no idea, like the mouth, the armature, and all that stuff, all gone. No.
You think
memory.
it might have been because of your mustache?
No. Just, I did not know how to do it. I went online and like tried to relearn it. You have to go, or, and that's literally what you have to do. And yeah, so it's sitting nice next to my piano in its case. One day I'm looking at it, and one day I'm going to take it back out and like actually kind of work it up, or it's going on eBay, or I'm going to donate it to somebody.
I gave my trombone to a young man whose dad said to me, "My son wants to play trombone." I said, "I have one." He said, "The school will rent me one." I said, "I'll give you one."
Yeah, nice. Yeah,
The kid's still playing.
Is he good?
He's in college.
nice.
So yeah.
You did
yeah.
somebody a favor. That's did him a solid.
That's what
as
was
they- as the
supposed.
kids
Did him
say.
a solid.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that. Were you in not just school bands, but were you in
Rock bands?
rock bands when you were in high
100%.
school?
Oh my God, yeah, I was insane. So at like 14 and 15, I was putting together bands left and right. At 15, I got together with a couple other kids who were equally obsessed as I was, and we formed my very first band, which was called Risk.
Risk?
Yeah, Risk. It was, it's high school. And,
Yep.
And it consisted of an organ player, which was me, a violinist, and a drummer. And it was just,
Wow.
it did not sound good, but we thought it did. So that's all that mattered.
I think that might sound really cool together.
We do have some cassettes, and I may be able to get a hold of one. I'm gonna
I own
take
a
listen.
cassette player.
You do?
Of course I do.
Oh, wow, okay.
I don't have an 8-track player, but I do have a cassette player, a CD player, and 2 record players and 1 Victrola that plays old wax.
You do not have a Victrola.
I do. You got to wind it up to play it.
It's not the cylinders. It has the. it's
No,
the
it has discs,
Okay.
but some of them are this thick. The Edison discs are
Yeah.
literally this thick, and I have old Edisons and
That's a
a
regret.
1906 Victrola.
I can't believe
Come
it.
see it. Come see
I
it.
want to see it badly.
Yeah. So next time you play in New London, you'll have to stop by the house. We'll have a drink, not a drink. I don't drink, but we'll have a cup of something.
Yeah, no,
and,
that sounds-
And I'll play Caruso. I'll play Caruso on my Victrola for you.
Thank you. That sounds wonderful. As you know, I'm obsessed with old-timey stuff. So,
Right, right,
Little
right.
Rascals era stuff. I mean, I'm in,
Right.
So,
Yeah, I'm a little bit of a music person too. I can't
Clearly, yeah.
play. I can read notes and I can sit at the piano and look at them and pluck them out. But this is my gig. This is my gig, and hearing music is my gig. But I'm not here about me. Tell me what makes you sit down and write a song. Do you get the idea? Do you get mused? Do you have something happen in your life? What is it that makes you write a song? Because you are obsessed with songwriting, so you write many. So what brings those to your head and puts them onto paper?
Well, I collect ideas. I think a lot of people probably shared this with you. They keep a journal or something, and which I do. And
Yep.
if I hear a phrase that catches my ear, or there's a certain situation that I'm in, or I'm observing, I'll jot something down. Well, on the phone nowadays.
Yeah, right.
And so I'll do that. And so I have a pile of things that I can go reference. But what my process changed a few years ago. I used to do what I think a lot of people do, which is wait for the muse, and the muse would come, and the problem with that is she would come late at night.
3 o'clock in the morning.
Exactly.
The bewitching hour.
That's exactly it. So what it became a problem because I had to maintain life. I had to work. I had to do things.
Right.
And I wouldn't be able to sleep. So what I decided to do instead was in the mornings I get up and probably 90 out of 100 days I write something. So I'll get my guitar on, walk around with my oatmeal, while I'm around the house, because every room is different. You have to go into each room because otherwise it gets stale. I don't know why, but it feels like that. And then I'll put together a shell of something. So when I say it's done enough where I can put it away, or put it to the side, is when I have the melody, I have the chorus, and the lyric for the chorus. I don't have all the lyrics yet for the song. But once I have that, so I'll have a verse, have a chorus, they mesh well, they kind of weave their way to where I want to get emotionally. I can then put it on my phone as a little memo, which most people do as well. And then I can put it aside, and then I can get on with my day. And then I go back when I want to complete stuff. And I say, well, this one resonates with me now, or this one resonates with me now. So I've sort of kicked the muse out, and it became very Carole King-esque or something, where every day you write,
Right.
And I find that works.
She didn't do bad with that, by the way.
She did not. No, she wrote some beautiful. And many people did. Bacharach. There's a whole.
Right.
And I'm sure there's a myriad of them beyond that, like even rock stars or whatever that do it this way.
Right.
And I love it because I get the emotional charge of doing it. I'm not waiting for it. Like I've talked to some friends who are like, well, I haven't written in a few months, and I'm like, God, that would kill me.
Right. Right.
So,
if I don't do some of the things that I do, I get up every morning and do my meditation and prayer, and then I tell it to the world. And
Exactly.
it's a whole thing. So tell our listeners, our viewers, where they can find you. And if you have an upcoming anything, let us know. This is going to air this Saturday, so don't talk about today, tomorrow, or Saturday.
Gotcha.
Talk about after that.
Gotcha. BrianLarney.com is the starting point.
BrianLarney.com.
Yeah, and of course I'm on all the socials: Facebook, Instagram, YouTube is sort of my social media home base. I love to make music videos, and so I've made a pile of those. And if I were going to send anybody anywhere, that would be the place you would get to know me a little more.
Well, that's nice because Grandma's Attic is on YouTube also, so you'll be able to see Brian after you watch this show Saturday night. Sunday morning you can go and find Brian on Grandma's Attic, and then you can just do a deep dive into Brian Larney on YouTube. Do it because he's amazing. Now he's going to take us out with a song. Brian, I'm blessed.
No, thank you. I'm blessed. Thank you. I appreciate
So
it
thank
so
you
much.
so much. I love your music. I think I can sing every song on the album you gave me.
Get out. Are you going to sing this one with me?
No.
I'm going to play one.
Not
for you.
anymore. Not any more than I did with I wake up dreaming.
Dot, dot, dot.
Y'all just better go away. Brian's gonna entertain us. I'm gonna end the day.
Untether.
Unclip. There you go. You're tied up. We do that to the men that come on this show, Brian.
I was, in the back of my mind, I was like, I'm going to make sure that I untether, and I did not, so.
So, Brian's going to take us out with the song Remember January. Also remember, cold out. Kids need socks and boots. Your neighbors, you need to check on them. Your elderly neighbors, they need heat and fresh water. Please make sure, and if you can shovel your neighbor that's 90. If your neighbor is 90 years old, you get out there and you shovel their yard. I'm done with you. Community is good. Bye.
Thank you again, Don, and thank you everybody here. This was so much fun. It's really a blast. I think I'm gonna end the set with a song about my alter ego, because if anybody knows me, I'm pretty much a teetotaler at this point, and the guy in the song is not, and he's a raging party animal from like 1979 or something, you know. So he's got really long hair, and that's how I visualize him. Anyway, it's a song called "All Over It." Fate are complete if it's bad. For me, I'm all over it, all over it. Case in point, hand over the joint, I'm all over it, all over it. Before I think to put down that drink, I'm all over it, all over it. Order me a Big Mac, don't forget the heart attack, I'm all over it, all over it. With a quart of Coke and later a smoke, I'm all over it, all over it. And tell key late night porn on TV, I'm all over it, all over it. To the nth degree I indulge endlessly, I'm all over it, all over it, all over it. Thank you guys so much. This is so much fun. Also on the album Scrambler.